Takerz, Raleigh on your wrist. Bitch, you really hype, but you ain't even reppin' Philly right. You not a big willy just cause you know how to willy bikes, right? It's like I was 16 doing it. You cockroach, I'm the dopest nigga you seen doing it. Don't make me put you on that Summer Jam screen in them dirty ass jeans and the sneakers with the wings on it. Your first album in that compilation flop, cause you tell a bunch of lies and you exaggerate a lot. Stop saying you was making guap hustling, cause you wasn't. You never had keys like a combination lock. That ice moisten nights and that imitation watch. So why you always rapping about how much cake you got? You a son of a bitch trying to imitate your pop, and you never was a thug. Why you imitating pop? You was wrong for doing that song Tupac back. I seen the video.
What's good, man? We out here in Raleigh, North Carolina right now. My man Cassidy, man, representing the Carolinas, man. Good to have you here. Appreciate you giving some of that love right now, man. We're gonna start first things first, man. What projects you got working on right now? What can the people look forward to seeing you in coming up, man?
Yeah, I just dropped a mixtape, some months back called Mayhem Music. It's platinum on thatpiff.com, tearing the streets up. Dropped a record with me, Mass Pike, Miles, my boy Jag, and Styles P called Bang Bang. That's how we're ripping up the streets. But like a day ago, I just dropped a crazy record called R.A.I.D. Robert S is dead. It's destroying the streets right now.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna keep supplying them with music. I'm working on my mixtape and my album as we speak. My single should be out in no more than a week and a half, 2 weeks. And I'm gonna put out a mixtape before the album coming, then another album is coming. So I'm working on a lot right now.
Okay, good deal. I mean, people have been knowing about you for a while, man. What do you think you brought to the game that was different from other cats? You know what I mean? What's your mark on the game? What do people hear Cassidy, what do they think? Like, who is he,
Bars, lyrics, you know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes could rap. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of dudes out there, but I bring them bars to the table.
Definitely.
And every time you listen to something I do, you're gonna have lyrics. You're gonna have well thought about words. I'm gonna say something that's gonna shock you, like, I didn't think of that. You know what I mean? That's what I like to bring to the table no matter what.
Who influences Cassidy? Who influences you outside of music? Outside of music, who do you look to, for motivation or who guides your path?
The Lord, you know what I'm saying? I got a strong relationship with God. So, that's who I turn to when things is going wrong. Or when things is going good, I always turn to him. But cats like my pastor, my wife, my mother, like, family members, and the cats that's around me, like my immediate circle. I look to them for inspiration too. No matter what they into or what they do. Sometimes I get inspired by seeing how they live their life. And vice versa, they get inspired by seeing how I live my life, so.
But what's going on with you and the cat Meek Mills right now? It's been all in the people's mouths right now. So what we got going on right there? It seems like you guys used to be cool, but now it's a little tension, for lack of a better word, going on. So you want to touch on that a little bit?
It's just me being competitive. That's how the game started. That's why I fell in love with hip hop. Dudes used to be competitive and prove who was the best. Like, I just was having a conversation. We in Riskz Takerz 2 right now. I just was having conversations about who gonna win the championship in basketball and who gonna win the championship in football. Like, cause it's competitive. People like to see teams go at each other. People like to see who's the best. You know what I mean? And that's how hip hop started. Before you could even make money in it, everybody was just seeing who was the best in the neighborhood. Coming together in clubs, battling and going at each other. It wasn't no fights. It wasn't no shootings or nothing like that. It just was cats being competitive. Just like if the New York Knicks beat Brooklyn, it's not going to be a shootout after the game. It's just like you got to take it on the chin and move to the next game. So that's where hip hop started, and that's what I want to see it go back to. And even though it's a business and there's money in it now, I still want to see cats being competitive and forcing other cats to step it up, and also forcing people that want to get in the game to push themselves to the limit. Not thinking they could just do the same thing somebody else doing and win. That's what I think tarnishing the game right now, and that's why I don't think it's where it used to be. As far as cats being original, coming up with ideas that's shocking, coming up with creative, directions to go into. I think that's why it's going like that, because there's not a lot of artists forcing other artists to be competitive like they used to back in the day. So The reason why I fell in love with hip hop was for that, so that's what I wanted to go back to. So it was me being competitive. You know, the media try to make it seem like it's beef and it like it's street beef. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want people to get it twisted. Like, we ain't never had beef on the streets or go through nothing like that. It all started around music, and that's where I wanted to stay.
Absolutely, man. That's a good point. Right there, as you were talking, I thought about, like, you know, when you're the best, you don't want to play against scrubs. You want to play against the best. You know what I mean? When Jordan was still in the league and Kobe was in the league at the same time, Kobe didn't back down from Jordan. He went at him. You know what I mean? Try to get at his neck. Like, that's what you do. So that competition, you know, breeds, you know, like you said, lets you step the game up a little bit. You know what I mean? So I think that's important. I think that's a good part of what was happening right now.
And if you talk crazy about LeBron James or you talk crazy about Jordan when he was playing, you know, he gonna take it, he gonna feel some type of way. It's not that he gonna have beef with you, but I guarantee when you play with him in the game, he gonna try to drop crazy points on you, dunk on you all crazy, or embarrass you somehow, some way. So that's the same way I feel. I feel as though I put in so much work and I laid groundwork for a lot of cats that's coming out of my city and in the game, period. I feel as though people should respect me on a certain level, and if I don't feel like I'm getting that type of respect, then I'ma just demand my respect, and that's all this is about.
Exactly. So you're gonna take it. That's what it is.
Without a question.
Look, so you know, on that same level, who are some of the cats that you kind of, you know, think doing their thing right now? You know what I mean? You see them coming up, you young cats in the game. Who do you look at right now and say, yo, this cat's got it. Like, this dude, he's gonna be alright. You know what I mean? He's gonna be able to make his way in the game.
You know, the game is a business now, so any of these artists that's being able to get money to feed their family, feed the people around them, and, you know, take it to any level they trying to take it to, they definitely doing something, you know what I'm saying? You can't knock that, because it could be a lot of other situations that people could be put in where they not eating. So if you could figure out a way to eat from this music, you definitely doing your thing. But that don't necessarily mean I like you lyrically or like your music and things like that, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really like too many cats' music or how they spitting, but you know, if they able to, you know, get some money out of it, then they doing their thing. I just wanted to go back to where I really was looking forward to albums dropping and mixtapes dropping and hearing cats spit. That's what I wanted to go back to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just like some people that's football fans want to see it go back to when you could really hit the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You gotta pay. If you come out that pocket or you hold the ball too long, you're gonna have to pay. Not all these calls and no, you can't do it and penalties and all that. Like, some people want to see it go back the way it came from. So I'm one of them type of dudes.
Yeah, most definitely. Explain what R.A.I.D is. You know, like that's something new that's happening with you right now. Explain to us, you know, a little bit what that is about. Yo.
It's an extermination, man. There's a lot of bugs in the game. And when you got a lot of bugs in your house, you call the exterminator to get them out of there. And that's what this is. It's an extermination, man. Get all the bugs out the game, man. Let the real dudes stand up, you know what I'm saying, and let them get the opportunity to do what they do.
You want to name a few cockroaches in the game that you want to exterminate, or it's good?
Oh, R.A.I.D stand for Robert Ass is Dead.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of other bugs in the game, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if they is in the game, you want the bugs to be outside, like where the dirt is at, the trees is at. Yeah. Y'all stay out there. I don't want y'all in my store, I don't want y'all in my house, I don't want y'all in none of those places. Y'all stay where y'all belong, you know what I'm saying? So that's all it's about. I just want everybody to know that it's just certain levels of talent, certain level of spitters. And the older cats that been, you know, following hip hop for a long time know the difference. But a lot of the younger cats that's coming up that's been a fan of hip hop after it was already watered down, they don't know the difference. They think if you just getting radio play that you winning. They don't really understand how the business work or how the game go. So I just want to give people some information and show them what this really about. No. And it's exciting, man, since this been going on.
Absolutely.
Everybody been entertained by the game, man. You know what I mean? If this wasn't going on, what would people be talking about in the game? It'd be like boring, you know what I'm saying?
Too comfortable.
Bringing some excitement back into the game. And it's going to influence other cats to do the same, you know what I'm saying? To be more competitive, and it's going to just, you know, bring that back to the game, and that's what I'm looking forward to, because that's what I love.
Yeah, no doubt. So, you know, when you're not working on music, you know, I'm sure you stay in the studio, but when you're not in the studio, what do you do? Like, you know, what do you do to get that release from get that music off your mind, you know what I mean? Just do something else for a minute. What do you get into?
I be with my family, man, you know what I'm saying? My wife, my sons, try to spend as much time with them as possible. You know what I mean? I do different things all the time, but I like to be with them. That's where I'm at with it, you know what I mean? I've been in the game for so long, sometimes when you're doing shows or you're doing things that revolve around business, it's still cool, I'm still happy I'm in it, and it's still fun sometimes. But what really entertains me and what I really get a kick out of is being around my sons, playing with them, talking to them, busting it up with them, being with my wife. You know what I'm saying? That's like the highlight of my day. So whenever I get the opportunity to do that, that's what I do.
Like, is there anything that you can say you want to get into after music? Like when you're done, you know, spitting bars, when you're done going to the studio, you just got that time on your hands. Like I'm talking like you're 45, 50 now. Anything you want to get into, like whether it's gardening or anything, you know what I'm saying? What would you want to get into?
Well, one thing I want to start is not necessarily a college course, it could be that, but I want to, you know, get into school and people that's trying to get in the music business. They think you just got to write a song or write a hot rap and that's all it takes, but it's a lot more to it. And I feel as though if it was like classes and schools that you could take to show you how it go, these artists would be a lot better off, you know what I'm saying? And even if you're not an artist, even if you want to be an A&R, you want to be a producer, or you don't really necessarily understand the business, and the cats that's in the business don't really want to teach you, they don't want you to know the business so they could get over on you. So I'm looking forward to doing something like that. In the next couple of weeks, I'm writing my biography, so I'm going to be getting in the, bringing out books. I got a lot of crazy stories after my biography that I'm going to be coming with, so I'm going to be definitely book writing, become an author in the future. I got a lot of movie scripts, and I'm, you know, solidifying to be able to drop these movies real soon. So I'm gonna be, you know, be a part of it somehow, some way, to even help the cats that's coming up after me to be better off and in a better situation.
Yeah, that's so crazy, man. You mentioned that a couple times about trying to reach back and help, you know, the cats that's coming up, and I think that business of music, you know what I mean, teaching cats that is like so important, because, you know, like you said, a lot of cats get in the game have no idea other than, you know, how to, you know, write rhymes, and that's it. They don't know about it. Like you said, the business of music, I think that's really important, man. I think that's some dope shit to get into. Yeah, man, well, I appreciate the time, man, coming out here to Carolina. Riskz Takerz 2, Pawgotthejuice, man. We out here with Cassidy, man. Appreciate the love, man.
It's all love, boy.